barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to join the Patreon. But more importantly, March 16th, come up, and show out. We got 30 tickets left. We sold 10 tickets already. I appreciate you guys. 30 tickets left. Click the link that will be in the description box. All right. Empowerment Brunch number 2. But as you guys know, I've been watching film. Not tirelessly now. I'm pretty much adept, right? And remember that song by Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I Think I Could Beat Mike Tyson? That's kind of what this is about. I think I can beat Errol Spence. And I was looking at some things. The only way Mikey Garcia, not the only way, but in terms of landing power punches, is it's going to have to be with his left hand. Just the way Errol Spence comes with pressure, I believe that he will make Mikey Garcia's right hand not as important as his left hand. I'll say that. I say this. How is he going to have to make an impression on Errol Spence? He has to have a super left hook. It got to be short, explosive, and compact, and it got to be fearless. And it got to be first. That's a scary thing when you're with Errol Spence. You got to be first because his physical durability will weather your punch, and he's still coming forward. You understand? But it has to be a short, explosive inside hook. So he's gonna have to set that up for a couple of rounds. You know, he's gonna have to set it up. You know, and it's gonna have to be an overhand. It's gonna have to be a hook to an over. There's 2 punches. I think Mikey Garcia won't have a jab in this fight. I don't think his jab will be, you know, it's southpaw versus orthodox. But because of Errol Spence's jab, and I'm gonna do a video about Errol Spence jab too, and help you guys pay attention to it just a little bit. Man, Errol Spence has a really, 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 really good jab, and I just want to highlight that since people say if you don't have a jab you can't win. So we might as well highlight Errol Spence jab. But as I talk about Mikey Garcia, he's gonna have to be in the pocket. See, but here's the catch. See, this is how you become a student of the game, and the only way you understand this is if you've been in the ring. People can say, oh, you got to throw your left hook. You got to do this. You got to do that. It's going to have to be an open stance left hook. So he's going to have to take a half step with his back foot. You understand, with his right guard up. If you guys see what I'm saying, if you guys can see it, because Errol Spence, he's going to kind of have to olay Errol Spence. Errol Spence is a front, as they say, front foot dominant type of fighter, where he likes to walk forward. Well, you got to bait Errol Spence into walking forward with his jab or his lead left. And when he lead steps, you got to open step and hit him with a left hook, whether you go into the body or whether you go into the head. It got to be short and it got to be explosive. I've just told you guys the secret code. The only way Mikey Garcia has a chance to defeating Errol Spence. That's the only way. I don't think his right hand. I think Errol Spence will catch his right hand or take something off of it, but I think his left hook. And that's the key to Mikey Garcia winning this fight. That's the only way. He can't win it with his jab. He ain't gonna be able to win it with his right hand. It's gonna have to be that open step left hook. And the only way you know how to do this is if you've been in the ring. You gotta take a half step. You gotta take that half step and you gotta bang him. But your lead step already gotta be in position. You know, and it got to be short and explosive, and you got to get the hell out of there. And in the second half of the fight, if it's working in the first half of the fight, you may be able to double it up in the second half of the fight. But it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot for Mikey Garcia to get to position, to have the confidence to throw that punch. And we're going to find out. Is Terrence Crawford's words correctly? Is Terrence Crawford's words correct when he says, "Don't quit, Mikey"? But that's the secret code, in my humble opinion. You know what I mean? And you got to bang that bitch. I mean, he got to bang that bitch. His right hand got to be here. Open glove to protect everything. Not closed glove, open glove, protect everything tight. Bang that left hook to the body. Bang that left hook. You know what I mean? That's the only way. And then you change the trajectory of it. You got to go over it. You got to go over because Errol Spence is high and tight. He has a high tight guard. You know, typically he may dance a little bit in this fight. He may let his hands down. You know, it's a big fight for him. He may have something special up his sleeve. But for the most part, Errol Spence is a high guard kind of guy. You know, and you got to change the trajectory. It may look like an overhand left, but it's really kind of like a hook, but he's trying to find a location for the hook. And Mikey Garcia will know where to land it when he gets into the fight and knows how Errol Spence is playing his defense. So he'll find the actual location of it, and we'll go from there. But I think that's how Mikey Garcia makes an impression on Errol Spence. And then that still may not be enough. I don't know. It may or may not be enough. You know, Mikey Garcia can also, but he can also bang it to the body too, because Errol Spence has a high guard, so he can also bang that left hook to the body. But if Mikey Garcia is square throwing punches, it's going to be a short night. If Mikey Garcia isn't on his toes throwing punches, it's going to be a short night. It's going to be a short night than we all envision. So we'll see. But that's the key. That's his that's his key to victory. And I let the cat out the bag, and we'll see. Let me make this right turn real quick. But that's it. But Mikey Garcia is gonna have to have the confidence of two peacocks. You know what I mean? And if he can do this, he's one hell of a fighter. If he can stand in there and throw that left hook against a guy like Errol Spence, it's gonna be tough on you. You know, you had to have been in the ring to understand what the hell I'm talking about as it relates. It's a right-hander's favorite punch. Don't get me wrong, one of them, you know. But throwing that left hook is a beautiful thing, right? It makes you feel good when you land that bitch. But we gonna see. But let me know what you guys think. I don't think his reach, that's the only punch that I can see that can make an impression on Errol Spence. You guys let me know what you guys think. Do you think he can consistently land that right hand with Errol Spence high guard? It's gonna be hard. You know, it's definitely gonna be hard. So, you know, because even when he times it, Errol Spence still can react late because of, see, here's the catch. You guys are just talking about reach. There's height and reach. So I don't know, I'm not a true mathematician. I don't know true angles and trajectories as it relates to the actual numbers and actual inch. But in addition to being short in reach, he's short in trajectory. You guys know what I'm saying? So he has to shoot his jab straight. He's still short if they go fist to each other's chest. And then you times that by his trajectory has to be at a higher angle than Errol Spence. That takes away some inches as well. So that's why I can honestly see his jab, and I can honestly say his right hand may fall short a lot of the times. And in order for him to land that right hand, guess what he got to do? He got to step in. And he doesn't really have to step in. He'll learn. The one thing about great fighters, whether they can beat them or not beat them, they understand their rhythm. You catch their rhythm, right? I like in basketball, when I had to guard somebody, if I know they got into their shit at like 17 feet, I would pick them up at 21 feet. You know what I mean? Like when they got into their rhythm. Like he always gets in his rhythm when he's getting the ball at 17 feet. So I try and guard him at 21, 22 feet at the same intensity I would guard him at 17 feet. And he may get me the first quarter, the second quarter, but I'm banking that my conditioning will wear on him in the fourth quarter. So maybe Mikey Garcia has greater conditioning, and he understands that. So he's going to have to lead. If he can lead Errol Spence, he's going to set traps for him. So what Errol Spence got to do is sometimes, matter of fact, I'm going to do an Errol Spence video in a second because I don't want to convolute this message. But let's just stay there. This is going to be the one-stop shop for the breakdown of this fight. Nobody's breaking this fight down better than me because no one's seen more film than I have on this tape. I can't say that. I can't say that to be true. So So don't put it in the comment section. Maybe somebody on a lunch break or they have a desk job, they can watch these fights on repeat, you know. So I salute you, you know what I mean? But I'm just hyping it up. That's all I'm doing. So you could be the one watching the most videos. But anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. Planet Fitness in the motherfucking building, about to get this work. Anyways, road to Dallas. Whew. I look great right now. I can't even front. Jesus Christ. Jesus Daily, Cristo de Jesus, whatever they say. Barbershop conversations, man. I just wanted y'all to smile. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.